breakaway roping. The keys are speed and precision, and the fastest time wins. The barrier serves as a starting line which starts the time and gives the livestock a head start. If the athlete crosses the barrier before the stock gets the head start, a penalty of 5 seconds will be added to the time. The athlete's rope is secured to the saddle horn with only a soft piece of string. As soon as the stock is caught, the horse stops and the rope breaks away from the saddle horn. Anything other than a clean catch results in a disqualification. When the rope breaks away from the saddle and the official drops the flag, the time is stopped. The athlete who catches the stock the fastest is the winner. That's Breakaway Roping 101.
Back here inside Cowtown, it's the quickest event in rodeo. When these women back into the box, don't blink or you'll miss it. Sub 2-second runs often win in this event. Here's a look at some cowgirls to watch.
I can't wait to see this event. This is going to be the best we've seen, in my opinion, of caliber of talent. Cheyenne McCartney, a career breakaway roper, Kelsey Domer, an all-around hand, and Jackie Crawford, the 23-time world champion. You can't count her out anytime she backs in the box.
But where it all starts, after all the decorated veterans you're talking about, 18-year-old Cashley Schumacher, right in the middle of this competition, has roped and earned her way to be here. This is what I love about PWR. The champs with the young guns. Let's see how she sets the pace. There's the nod. 2 swings, throws, pulls her slack. Unfortunately, that loop does not fall over the calf's nose, waves it off, and it is going to be in no time. She knew what was coming behind her, could not take another swing. You gotta be 2 seconds.
You had to take that shot. That was the best opportunity she had. Being first out, you don't know how fast it's going to get, but you know it's gonna be pretty fast because this is a fast setup. You wanna give the calf a head start, but there's not much room until you get to the back gate, so you can't give them too much room.
Cheyenne McCartney turning around in the box, looking toward that calf, wants to have the calf standing just perfect and her horse, all about balance. Rocket ship takes off, couple swings, pulls her slack, pops a rope, clock stops, 2.29, textbook for McCartney. She was a 1.9 in the semis to get here, but the heartbreak. Haley, you tell them the bad news.
She's going to break the barrier right here. And when we talked about in the 101, that head start, you have to let the calf move before you move. And she moved just a step early. This start is fast. So you want to push the barrier, but not push it hard enough to break. There's a tiny cotton string right there that determines your fate.
Breakaway's version of a speeding ticket makes it a 7.29. Here's Kelsey Domer. You've heard her story. She goes to work.
And it's going to be an illegal head catch. You see the rope break away, but it only went over the nose of the calf. Looked like it almost went up under a leg. That looked like that rope swung down before it was able to come up over the calf's head.
Her resilience in and out of the arena is a mama, something that I will always look towards. She is one of the most impressive women to me.
In every single way, as a woman and as a competitor. I've always respected her and always will. We'll see her next time.
And we're all cheering. Carly Hayes, 15 years old. Oh, took a couple swings. The horse knew that shot was coming. You saw him start to put on the brakes that got her out of position. Unfortunately, it's going to be a no time for the young gun.
When you see a horse maneuver like that, it's because they're listening to their rider. That means that she thought in her head and wiggled her body to say, I'm about to throw, and the horse knew it. And yet she hesitated, and unfortunately, that's when you miss your shot.
It is a powerful relationship between horse and rider in every one of these timed events. Landry Haugen, our next cowgirl to nod, comes in the pro division. And she can show you why. Just a clean run will go to the top of the leaderboard.
Two swings.
Yes.
Perfect execution.
2.76, exactly what Haugen had to do, but It's that speeding ticket we're talking about. Pushed the barrier, did not give the calf the head start that was needed, so becomes 7.76.
I think these calves are not leaving as fast as they're anticipating them going. I mean, they are fast in the field, but they have to cross the line fast in order to pull that barrier rope tight for these gals. So the rest of the field is going to need to watch for that. They're going to need to wait on that move from the calf to be definite, and then give your horse the cue to move.
I think I don't like speeding tickets.
I've never liked a speeding ticket, especially when I'm roping.
Clementine Teague. Her horse, Chili, 12 years old, bought as a project out in the field in Wyoming. She said he was cheap because he bucked. I made him into a breakaway horse. And he is a cool-looking horse, but it's going to be a no time for the duo today.
Disappointment for sure. Cute horse. All she can do is come back another time and give it another big effort. But for this much prestige, you really wanted to hang it out there, and I can see the disappointment in her face.
7 athletes left to nod. Right now, you just need a clean run to go to the top of the leaderboard. Taking a look at Madison Uthier getting set to nod here. We'll make her way into the box. Polo player, breakaway roper, and by the way, she's only 23 years old.
Brilliant cowgirl here, Texas A&M graduate, owns her own jewelry company. She's working in and out of the arena.
What a start. Unfortunately, though, that loop goes just below the neck. It is going to be a no time for Uthier.
You called it. She read the barrier perfectly. She gave him the perfect head start and was in a good spot, but that calf stepped to the right. That makes it a little hard to elevate your loop and reach over that direction. She was just a tick short.
Making our way through, Shy McCartney and Landry Haugen both have times on the board, but they're 7-second runs. And speaking of Landry, she's the older Haugen sister. This, Arena D. Haugen, 17 years old, so now it's the younger sister's turn.
And we'll see if Liz's little sister can learn from that lesson and score just a touch better right here. And she's going to push the barrier, big swing, pulls her slack 266.
Yeah. Gets the job done, lays down a clean run, exactly what she needed to do. One of the benefits in breakaway roping, to see part of the field already run. She knew what the calves were doing, knew what she had to be, and Haugen has it done here, 2.66.
You bet. Awesome run by the young cowgirl, and she's going to go to the top of the leaderboard for us.
Different ways to qualify here through pro divisions, challenger divisions, and novice. And for Molly Davis, 18 years old, she made her way through the challenger division, had to rope her way to get here against the pros, and Davis looks dialed in. Oh, took a couple swings, had a shot, hesitated, so instead of a 2-second run, it's a 3.89 here.
You know, it's a little long down the pin, but Kate, that is your second clean run without a barrier, so she's gonna win some money. Sometimes you don't have the chance to win first, but you might have a chance to win second.
$60,000 awarded to the winner, and it is a winner-take-all in breakaway roping. It's one run, but second is still in some money. Well, we've highlighted the 23 gold buckles of Jackie Crawford, and Kennedy, the champ, is next to nod.
Well, she's not just a world champion, you guys. She balances roping with being a mom. I talked to her earlier about what that's like. She said it's like calmly walking through a battlefield with bullets, grenades, smoke, and chaos all around her. And as she backs into the box as we speak, she is on that exact same battlefield that she was talking about.
If your grenades are toys, diapers, half an apple on the ground, completely understand where Jackie is coming from.
Completely understandable. But her only grenade right now is that calf in this start. She's got to score.
Come on, mama. Yes! Has the shot, makes it happen. Start celebrating, countdown. 2.42 for the champ. Moves her to the top of the leaderboard.
Not just a veteran, she is a beast of a competitor. She knew exactly what she needed to do right here, and that's be smart. Let that calf have the head start. Take your first shot. Big pull on the slack right there. Very definite with it. We love to see it.
What a fierce run. She made that run faster by her sharp moves to get it done. Crawford comes together here, 2.42. The crowd loves it. That momentum now goes right into young Cashlyn McIntyre. 15 years old.
That momentum is exactly what you want to feed off of, but you also got to calm yourself. Return to that moment with your horse. Make sure that you keep your wits about you.
Easy for you to say. I'm pumped up over here. Ow.
She was going for it on her first shot right there. You can't blame her with a 2-4 on the board, and you want to win the first place check. I don't blame her for going for that shot, but she drops her elbow a little bit and lets that rope run off to the right. You need to keep your eye on the target and follow through completely, and that's what Jackie did so well in a textbook run.
Oh, McIntyre just roped against and passed one of her idols in the alleyway, and Jackie will be right there cheering for the rest of the field. They all want to see each and every competitor do their best, elevate this sport as a whole. And Riley George, talk about a roper who knows how to pull her hat down and go to work. If someone can move that 2-second run at the top, it is her.
She's waiting on that calf to stand just perfectly and look forwards in the chute.
Last one to go. Can she top the champ?
Wow.
What? We're
No
sub
hesitation.
twos right here. 1.93 for Riley George. Crawford looking on, and you gotta be all smiles and respect the competition when it looks like that.
You gotta hand it to Riley. She sat back, she stayed calm, waited to see what she needed to do. Big nod, that calf stepped out to the right, and she stayed hooked and moved through that throw.
Jackie on the left was leading the way. George gets it done to top her. And now it all comes down to Texas's Jessica Hemphill. She's made runs all week long, brings in that momentum, and team roping it paid off to a win. They were roping great all week. Can it happen for Hemphill? Has to be faster than a 1.93. Expect one swing and a throw.
And a beautiful run right there, but that extra swing was not going to be something you had time for in a setup like this when it's that fast. 2 and 7's going to win all day long at any other rodeo, but not tonight.
When the dust settles in the breakaway roping, it is Riley George on top. We started this event saying often sub 2-second runs, and George made it happen. 1.93 the time. Again, don't blink or you will miss it. Perfect start, swing and a throw, gets her slack, and then you celebrate. You had to be in the twos to be top 4, but you had to be Riley George to have your name called right here in Cowtown. She is standing by with Kennedy.
Riley, only in this world can you clock in for 1 second and take home a casual $60,000, but a lot more went into this than just that 1 second for you.
Yeah, to be able to run at this kind of money is unbelievable, and that horse, I just got him from Ricky Fanning, and he's been a blessing to have.
Well, what a blessing. You're taking home lots of money and a big smile. This is our breakaway champion tonight here, Riley George.